Hello everybody, here for the Hammer Game channel. Welcome back to the Großdeutscher Bund mod for the vanilla game. I have restarted though. I had already recorded episode 2, but someone told me to go slightly aggressive with the polls, and I didn't do that. And it sounds like it could work better. And there's a way to restart anyways, because I think the Civil War went on for too long. So I am back at the same spot, but I have kind of had a little bit longer to kind of like recover from the Civil War, rather than, I don't know when it ended. It was into 37, really. Right, so we're going to go ahead and start igniting this spark in France. So let's pass on the torch. Need to get signal companies. That's not what I've got yet. I've also got the Panzer III is already in production now. I haven't left it late. Got it straight away this time. I went ahead and promoted all of the guys as well, the generals, you know, that were in the decisions. I don't know if I showed that off in the first episode, but there was generals that we've got. August von Mackinson's also field marshal now, but we, just in case I didn't show it, we've got Trescal, Staffenberg and Grosskirch have all joined us after the Civil War. We are currently starting to pump out divisions as well, because obviously I need to get to the 4.5k. 450k rather. 4.5k. Yep, great. 450k. So that we can do that route. I have already sorted all the templates as well. I just need to change that to obviously be the garrison units. And I think Spain is just about wrapping up their civil war. Yeah, it's almost done. Good for them. Right, where is my Heinz? There he is. Right, we've done all those. Let's ignite the spark. Civil War time. Civil War. Right, we'll get ready to take Alsace-Lorraine from them, as that is an option when the Civil War begins. Right, we're not too bad in equipment right now, but I really don't care if we have a shortage. I just want to get to the required manpower. Oh, saying that actually, what I could do is I could make, for the time being, if I just get 24 of them in production and I'll change them over, we should be good. There we go, 2 lots of 18. Not too badly under equipped as well, which is good. Civil War time. Viva la Revolution. Might as well go ahead and do that. Ah yes, request from Alsace-Lorraine. Alsace-Lorraine was a German territory from 1871 to 1918 and has stayed German at its core. The break of the French Civil War has left the region mostly unimpacted, as they have refused to pick a side. Local leaders have proposed that we use the situation to restore their position in the German sphere. Yes, we're going to exploit the situation though, and we're going to start a border war in Danzig, which hopefully will win. Spain is looking for allies. Great, we know who they're going to ally. And mission successful. Danzig is now mine. It's mine. And let's not dismantle them, as you know. I'll have that as a fallback, thank you. Obviously France will fall here. French Commune will win. Did you get back on there? International outrage. Today Maxim presented stacks of incriminating evidence accusing the Soviet Union of not only carrying out sabotage against Germany, but also heinously provoking the Civil War in France. Headlines across the Western world are already portraying communism in the face of evil and perverse ideas. Multiple neighbouring nations have expressed their gratitude towards Germany, calling it a bastion against radicalism. Ha ha ha. The relationship between Germany and the Soviet Union has been shattered irreparably after the event. Oh, the French Civil War reaches Switzerland. Armed communists have occupied French part of Switzerland and proclaimed their own communist republic as part of the French Commune. If we act fast, we can secure the rest of the country, otherwise the fire might catch on. Welcome, Switzerland! Although you did lose Romandie, but don't worry, or Vaud rather, we will reclaim that for you. I'm just going to swing back over here and grab Volkswagen, get to the other 6 civilian factories. We're up to 61 already, which is great. Ban the Communist Party. We should use the situation to ban this malicious party once for all from the list of viable parties. Given the situation, this shouldn't cause too much uproar. Also, it's time to finally apprehend all subversive elements of the different cells which are still operating in Germany. Yes, let's go ahead and completely stuff over the Communist Party. And what we do need to do is I need to get the agency set up. And I'll get the anti-fascist agent. Just because he gives us stability, so you know, why wouldn't I take that? Good old stability. Alright. Because what's our manpower up to right now? 355k. Oh gosh, as soon as I change these 17 divisions, what I might even do is just do the 18. There's George. Let's hop in here and do that. And then bin that. We no longer need that. And we should be well and truly over. Yep, we'll have 507k once the manpower feeds on into them. Good, that is perfect. What we'll go ahead and do now is we will stack all the boys there. The Comintern grows. Yep, Spain's joined them. Because now they're a puppet. And so the factions of the world grow. Then again, we'll have our own faction soon. Free France has been annexed, the Commune has won. Obviously that was going to happen, it's kind of scripted too. Hello, France. Independence of French Commune is guaranteed by United Kingdom. UK, what are you doing, mate? Why are you guaranteeing the communists? Silly fool you're being. I actually grabbed the other research slot before we continue down any more of this. We could do Aftermath, actually. Yeah, we'll do this, then do Aftermath, then we'll get the research slot. It'd be quite good to have that research slot. Get the other one in. Right, let's go ahead and actually organise this. Oh, troubling news. The recent civil wars have rekindled tensions in Belgium. The surprising victory of the French Commune has led Walloonian nationalists to reconsider their chances, hoping for a French backup plan. Combined with other communist activities, this has created a very volatile cocktail. Ah, yes. Riots in Belgium. Mixed Wallonian nationalists and communist sympathisers have gone out into the streets. Buildings are burning and fronts are forming. With the Belgian army safeguarding the French border, the situation is slowly getting under control. There are already public calls for French support in case of a larger revolt. And that's where we come in play. After the public announcement of popular figureheads from the French Commune that they would certainly back their brothers to call to arms should such a need arise, the government of the Netherlands showed her outrage. As a response, they've gathered to help their culturally close Flanders in any case. Request from Luxembourg. Today we received a plea from the government of Luxembourg. They fear that the French Revolution might once more affect the small state. They fear a full-scale war between the French Commune and Wallonia against Flanders and the Netherlands. The Dutch could try to restore their influence over us if the French do not succeed. They would favour closer relations and our protection instead. Yes, join us. Join the Bund. You're now a loyal puppet. The Palais de la Nation partially destroyed. Today some radicals stormed the Belgian Parliament in Brussels. It is unknown whether they had nationalist or communist intents, since all attackers were killed during the ensuing firefight after they set fire to one of the eastern rooms. Firefighters rushed quickly to the scene but managed to only save about 1/3 of the building. Leopold III and the royal family fled to the Netherlands as a precaution, and war seems inevitable at this point. Not if I have anything to say about it. Invitation from the United Kingdom. The British are worried that such a conflict between France and the Netherlands could spell the end of the entire Netherlands. This would greatly disrupt our control of the English Channel and remove 2 important trade partners. They want our help during the conference and put enough outside pressure on both parties. This conference might look like a last-ditch attempt to prevent war, but in reality it is nothing more than the British attempt to steal even more colonies. But I am indeed going to accept. Trouble in Paradise. The French Civil War wasted a lot of resources and many colonies began reorganising local resistance. France is now undersupplied and barely able to keep them from revolting. If they don't manage to secure a supplier of guns, they might have to make concessions to someone. Ah, and who would make them concessions to? They'd make them to the Soviets. The question of Belgium will be decided upon by the present powers of Germany, France, the UK and the Netherlands. All acts of violence are strongly forbidden during the duration of the conference. France represents the interests of Wallonia, while the Netherlands speaks for Flanders. With that being said, let's address the elephant in the room. The first draft of the Treaty of London. The breakup of Belgium is inevitable acceptable at this point. All participants agreed upon that. Wallonia will therefore become a part of France, will have increased levels of autonomy. Flanders will become an independent nation, which will retain parts of the Congo. Burundi and Rwanda will be ceded to Great Britain, while the north of the Congo will become a part of the French colonies. The small province of Eupen will be returned to Germany. Ah, yes, Eupen. Oh, piss. Gosh dang it. Don't hit me with a... Do you know what? I don't know what that was, so I'm going to go back and have a look. Okay, this is it. The Netherlands are not satisfied. Representatives of the Netherlands would rather opt for reintegration of Flanders into the Netherlands, which would strongly be rejected by the French Commune. In exchange for their benevolence of us in the UK, they would give the Flanders part of the Congo to the United Kingdom and cede the eastern parts of the Duchy of Limburg, as well as the scarcely populated border strip of Frisia to us. If we agree to these terms, the French Commune probably won't listen to our mediation in the future. Well, stuff the French. So we get Eupen, Limburg, and East Frisia. Right, where is Limburg? It's right here. Limburg, right. East Frisia. Okay, doesn't look like it exists. That's fine, at least I get some... Be gone, Belgium! Oh, and we got some more land. Thank you very much, and that's an interesting border. Very interesting border. Anyways, I think that's everything sorted out over there for the time being, so let's go ahead and get on the Polish border. Hello, Poland, we're here to just threaten you. Right, there we go, we'll do that. Alright, formed the cryptology department, that is good. Let's do radio interception. Let's go ahead and get ourselves a spy, which we'll get Eric Muller. Or Eric Muller, rather. Yeah, I don't care for any of that. Oh, integrate Nanzig. I am interested in these. Oh, Ostfriesland. Ostfriesland, there it is. Ah! Why did they give us that? Such an interesting development. Okay, Netherlands giving us some unnecessary territory, I have to say. France strikes a deal with the Soviet Union. Of course they did. The Comintern is really on our doorstep now, like. Anyways, let's do the aftermath. We'll quickly do that. And we'll do this and see if we can get the Poles to join us. Because there's a way you can get half a Poznan, which is better than getting no Poznan, because that's what I got when I done this, you know, the first recording this episode. So I take it you must get Poznan. I don't think you get Nissen, if I'm saying that right. Right, French refugees. Yep, sorry, you're gonna... Yeah, French scientists, we're going to give them some ordinary jobs. I don't care for them. I don't care. Right. Real politic. I've probably not said that correctly at all. We'll get ourselves another operative. You're not this man on the Maginot, you can get away with that. Don't care about that either, or that. Cause the tension diverted. Good, good. That's good. Let's go for Otto. Otto, you go to Paris. What we'll also start doing is cryptology, Soviets, the French and the Spanish. Get them all decrypted. Hi, Poland. Trust me, we don't want to invade you, mate. So, you know, let's just... We can be friends here. We can be friends. I just want the Polish corridor. I need to do new alliances. That's fine, because that only takes, what, maybe 28 days to get down to? Up there, 42. That is fine. That is perfectly fine. Alright, the Polish corridor. Yeah, Prussia's been torn into two. They should give us Danzig. If we be hostile with them initially, then they should accept our demands. I'm going to go for the maneuver expert, just because I don't really feel like we need the organisation or offence, and the division speed increase will be very nice. I can finally finish upgrading that as well. I just need to get signal companies into the infantry, and then that'll be good to rock and roll. Now let's go ahead and just stack all these boys together. Carl on them. Good, good, good. Everything's fine. Start negotiations. Right. The German Empire lost large swaths of territory in the aftermath of the disastrous First World War, especially in the east. Some concessions were justifiable, but others quite excessive. Now the Polish corridor splits our nation in half. Before we can pursue any kind of relationship with Poland, we have to settle this matter first. So yeah, this is all the bits we lost. Let's confirm our claims. The Polish response. Oh, what's that? You're not going to give me what I want? Oh, well. Let's do word outlook because I want to get to new alliances. Unsurprising Poles question our claims. They won't consider returning cutaways or Poznan for the sake of peace and mutual cooperation. However, they're willing to make a compromise when it comes to the question of Danzig and surrounding areas. Danzig is not enough. It is not enough, people. Bring us the proper compromise. The Hispanic Alliance. Negotiations were without success so far, with either have to make more concessions and persuade them the mutual benefit of returning more of our claims, or otherwise we'd have to rattle our sabres and intimidate, which will sour any hope of a good spirited conclusion. Let's intimidate them. We will invade. We're not afraid. Poland's not like our aggressive stance to say abandon the conference. Ha! Okay, this is spiraling out of control ever so slightly. Limited war. We've chosen a powerful goal to retake our lost states within a short period of time. We have signaled all other major powers that this is a limited war. We have 14 days to take all major cities listed. This was not what I was wanting. This went out of hand very quickly. And Romania's now in. Okay, that's not what we wanted. This is what I'm not having this as our outcome of that. No. Right, let's be a little bit more understanding with them this time. I do not want a limited war with them. Okay. Yeah, Danzig's not enough. I'm reaffirming my stance on Danzig is not enough. I just want Poznan. The final offer. Make concessions. I'm giving you a chance here to save yourself from being invaded, mainly because I don't really want to have to try and take you up to 14 days, especially with Romania joining in. Oh, the final offer. Yes. After countless days and several heated arguments, our diplomats came to a compromise, which both sides would agree upon. The state of Poznan will be split into Poznan and Gnesen, which it already is. Germany will regain Danzig and Poznan while relinquishing all other claims on Poland. Poland will receive full access and docking rights along the Vistula River. Germany will fully compensate anyone living in the border region who chooses to leave the state. Furthermore, they propose a mutual recognition in the 1793 borders. This would further solidify our claim on Memoland and theirs on Lithuania and parts of Latvia. Yes, I am very happy with that. Thank you! See, we could come to a nice, good understanding with one another. Fantastic. Good. That's the outcome we wanted. At least we get some of our territory back. Good. Good. That's much better than heading to war. Right, worried outlook. New alliances. Right. Let's go ahead and do Concentrate Industry 3. Since I loaded the autosave again, let's minimize all these for the time being because we really don't need them. So we'll keep that open. So once New Alliances is done, we'll do Eastern Cooperation and then deepen our ties. Actually, maybe we'll do Eastern Europe as well. Approach Hungary. Oh yeah, I should have done align Hungary and Romania. Deal with the devil. No, don't do a deal with the devil. Don't do a deal with the devil. That is foolish. That is a foolish idea. Why would you want to be friends with the Russians? Could still actually go down here and do these. We'll leave that for now. The Eastern Cooperation. So we'll hopefully get Memel, and then I think Poland might take Lithuania from this. Could well be. Then we'll do Eastern Europe and approach Hungary. Try and get Hungary to join us. We want to get Poland in as well. Consolidate the Bund would probably be a good idea as well. Ease also Italian tensions, the Italian exchange. Discuss the future of Czechoslovakia. Now that could be very interesting. Right, how are you doing? How's the strength? Only 42%, that's fine. After resolution of the Polish corridor question, both powers agreed upon further cooperation. Part of this agreement was the restoration of the 1793 border in the Baltics before the second patriation of Poland. We now have the chance to follow through with our restoration plans. Shall we explore this matter further? Put the squeeze on them. Do it. Right, Eastern Europe. Let's go ahead and do that. The Baltic response. Given the desperate and encircled situation between us and the Soviets, they opted for the lesser evil. Lithuania went along with the restoration of the Commonwealth. Poland did hold its promise and returned Memeland back to us. Nice. And what's going to happen to Latvia, the rest of Latvia and Estonia? Well, the Soviet response is to take it. A nice good defensive line across the river there though. Because I do want to smash into the French in Iberia first before we try and take down the Soviets. Right, let's approach Hungary. And they get claims on all of their land, really. The usual stuff they get to claim. No, Hungary, why have you flipped a fascist? A part of me is thinking Portugal, I was going to say Poland, Portugal, you're an idiot. And why has Italy decided to declare war? Italy. Well. Might as well discuss the future of Czechoslovakia now then, since, you know, they're at war with the Italians. What we could do, we get into is actually the Balkan Royale. I need to wait till compliance is high enough. Yugoslavia, don't lose to Italy. Don't lose. I have faith in you. Kind of. Wow, yeah, Portugal died straight away. Oh, Austria wants to join my faction. Oh, will join me. Why not? I think there is a focus that results in us puppeting them anyways, so we were going to get them regardless. But you know what? Join us peacefully and willingly. You are more than welcome to join us. We are a great cause. We're going to liberate Europe from all communism. That has no place in the world we are creating. No, come on, Yugoslavia. You need to do a little bit better, mate. Just a little bit better. I don't really want to do that. That's 14 days, 14 days. 35 days. I need to get Hungary and... Gosh, I shouldn't have done this one. Actually, I need to do it anyways, didn't I? Yeah. Right, the Conference of Prague. Delegates of Germany, Austria, Poland and Hungary have gathered to find a solution for the Czechoslovakian state. All constituents are serious interest in the dissolution of the artificial state. While Austria and Germany want to achieve the return of former land of the First Deutscher Bund, Hungary wants to undo the losses of the Treaty of Trianon. Poland has an agenda of her own as well. Right, well, Poland can have Zalzi. That's their only claim there. I want the Eastern Sudetenland, which Austria actually has a bloody claim on. Austria has a claim on all of this here. Okay, that's cool. Right, German-Hungarian alliance. Results of the first week. All participants quickly secured their best claims. First few articles read as follows. Southern Slovakia and the Carpathan, parts of Ukraine, will return to Hungary. Zalzey will become part of the Polish state. Sudetenland and Pressburg will return to the Duchy's Bund under the control of Austria. Fantastic. And the Czechs had no say in that whatsoever. They just lost their land. Yugoslavia is quickly being gobbled up now. Don't think we're going to make it. The Balkan Alliance. Let's go ahead and invite Hungary to the faction. The results of the second week. Thanks to our peaceful management of the German-Polish relationship and their friendly outcome of the Danzig exchange, we have a much better position during talks. Poland does not press any further claims that it trusts our judgment. Oh, see, this is why we avoided war. This enabled us to fully annex Bohemia and Moravia. Therefore, we are able to give the rest of Slovakia to Hungary, which will strengthen our bond while nurtures their ambitions. Fantastic! Peaceful delegation there from us. That has worked perfectly. And Hungary has joined the European vanguard. I do need to just get the polls in, and then we'll be absolutely fantastic. I have to say, Austria. Austria is looking very interesting. If Yugoslavia can hold on for... What the hell are you doing? No doubt when they turn democratic, they'll want to join again. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Who the hell do they think they are? Oh, I need them in my faction to do that. Right, join me. Join me, Bulgaria. Right, I'm going to get Hungary to join back in it so we can actually do that focus. Because they did join. They did join. Okay, so Hungary was not willing to stay in the faction. They're probably going to leave again, but I wanted to see what happens when you do the Balkan Royale before the Italians completely kill them. So it's in our conference. Given our strong presence, and yeah, Bulgaria's with as well, if I didn't show that, allies in the Balkans, we are able to heavily influence the outcome of this conference. The goal is to further unify the region with the Balkan Union. We should take care of the other territorial claims first, though. The breakup of Yugoslavia. I really hope we can, you know, do the Italians in here and take on the land. Don't die, Yugoslavia. Just hold on for a little bit later. Ha! The surrounding powers agreed to parturition parts of the Yugoslavia to satisfy their territorial claims. Slovenia will return to the Duchar's Bund, Dalmatia will fall into the hands of Italy, and the Banat region will once again be part of the Hungarian state. Ta-da! So far, so good. What's going to happen next? Yeah, there goes Hungary again. There is one last thing. Italy, as well as the Balkan Union, demand from each other to relinquish their claims. The Union views Dalmatia and Albania as still a central part of the region, but Italy wants those claims gone. In return, Italy now demands Montenegro. Although the Balkan Union is our ally, we should consider taking the side of Italy if we don't want to feel... Greater Balkan Union. The thing is, am I going to be able to get Italy to join us? I feel like we should probably do that. There we go. The Greater Balkan Union. What a lovely flag that is as well. Welcome, gentlemen. The Balkans are once more in motion. Given the general feeling of change caused by recent treaties around Europe, the reawakened Hungary has teamed up with Poland to exploit weakness of Romania. Internal struggles within the Romanian government has led their neighbours to press territorial claims, accompanied by massing troops at the border. Romania has decided to appease them during the time of national unrest. Ha 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 ha. Ah, this is glorious. It's fantastic. Soviet invasion. Oh my gosh. Of Bessarabia. So when the news has reached us, the Soviet Union, inspired by recent events, decided to get its share and start to invade the border regions of Romania. Romania is just getting gobbled the hell up. Right, Poland, come and join us, please. I mean the Commonwealth, come and join us. Let's ease Austro-Italian tensions now. Yes, they've joined us. Hungary mobilizes its troops. What started as a small daily Balkan business has turned into a race against time. Fights across the southern and eastern borders have left the Hungarian borders undefended. Empowered by recent gains, the Hungarian High Command decided to intervene and occupy the remaining claims. It seems like Unionism spreads like wildfire. Oh gosh. I feel like the Soviets might just take the rest of Romania. Oh, Moldova and southern Bessarabia. Unable to defend Romania from all fronts against their formal war without a declaration of war, surrendered to Bulgaria, hoping to not fall into the hands of the Soviets entirely. Okay, a very interesting kind of formations for Hungary. Just needs to flip the bloody, you know. After surrendering Romania, Bulgaria annexed the core of its territories of Romania. The secret arrangement between them and the Soviets only included Dobruja. Now the Soviets demanded Romanian lands. nor for the damage from themselves agreed. Finding some form of unity in this threat, the government of exile in Romania has decided to join Bulgaria, thereby forming the Balkan Union. They have to us to ask for help. If we do not act now, we risk the Soviet gain a dangerous amount. Yes, they must be stopped. We have guaranteed them. You can back down now, Soviets. You're not ready for war. You're not ready for war. You can back down. Either am I, though, so don't know why I'm getting so involved. Get these civilian factories out there. We need to spend a lot of time on military. Right, well, it looks like we've finished that part of the tree. Let's go ahead and consolidate the bund. Yeah, I don't know what the Italians are really going to get up to. But, Trentino is no longer a state of core. Ah, that's fine. Alright, so the United Kingdom up to... They need to feel threatened for us to be able to... I don't know if that's ever going to happen. If they end up at war with the Soviets, then you can definitely see it happening. The 4th International. I know Trotsky out of nowhere. Oh, I better get garrison divisions. There we go. Quit India movement. That's great. Signal companies there. Military police there. Whoa, we don't have enough equipment yet. Still short of guns, that's fine. Blinkeneck. Oh, British Malaya is going to have to be our trade partner because Maximus Portugal is in the bloody Comintern, of course. Further centralization. Recent developments have shown that our nations must work more together than ever before. In order to be a more effective body, we have to resolve the leadership question. The only option apart from us would be Austria, who spearheaded the first bund. Ever since the power equilibrium has changed, it's only fair that the successor of Prussia now gets his turn. And Austria has now become my puppet. Fantastic. Dunsverfassung. I've definitely said that wrong. Definitely. Right, let's become spy master. We've got another spy. Oh, he's up to 77%. What we'll do is we'll quiet that. The Republic of Austria. Fantastic. Balkan Union. You've changed flag to... Oh, I like the other flag you had. Your democratic support is growing, which is good. So I do want you to want to rejoin us. Why do they have... I don't understand why they have strategic reasons to be hostile with me. You got all your bloody claims. Guess it'll be... I'm doing semi-constitutionalist party, definitely. Like, we're going, like, semi-constitutional monarchy. Definitely. Definitely. Russia's in a civil war. Unlucky. It's not really going to do too much to them because it's a pathetic little revolt. Right, let's finish off today's episode with getting the Kaiser. Von Mackensen has performed his role perfectly. Another spy. Who do we want? Let's get Kristania Skarbek. And you are going to have the interesting task of infiltrating the Soviet Union. Our boy is exercising. Of course, I do need to get a much bigger army than what we currently have. The 570k is not great. Right. So, it's time to decide on the matter of who shall become the next Kaiser of the Bund, and therefore all Germans. Our nation has a long history of nobility, and there are several lines which would have enough prestige to qualify for such a role. It's not yet defined whether this role will be hereditary or not. There are 3 houses who hold more power, and 3 houses who held significant with lesser power. Which should we consider? So there's Prussia, Austria, and Bavaria, and then there's also Hanover, Württemberg, and Saxony. We are, of course, going for the von Hohenzollern, the former rulers of Prussia and the German Empire, and it's supposed to be Kaiser Wilhelm II. There he is. There's our boy. Fantastic. Oh, we should probably go ahead and start doing Germanic neighbours and getting some more of... well, getting the Netherlands to join us and hopefully the Finns. and maybe even Denmark. So I'm going to leave that episode there, guys. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I shall be back very soon for another episode. Until then, take care. Cheer bye. The now.